like to hear it. It's facts. I'm the best. You know what I mean? Sometimes I don't want to believe it myself, but it's the truth. I'm the best. And I'm just convinced, you know what I mean? These fellas, how dare them challenge me with their somewhat primitive skills. They're just as good as...
Slam. Back of the 7 on some ball. I put that president on my wrist and I got frosty. Stack it like Pringles, you want a single, it's gon' cost. Slow on it, now do off. Man, my jewelry like some laser beams. Step out with your lady on a Maybelline. Ibuprofen in my got them recipes, boss. Shooter like Steph, I just hit for 3 and I wasn't even looking. Your favorite rapper just hit the stage, about to book him. And love her, just keep it pushing. My baby mamas knew the job was crooked before they took it. Can't train records, we run it. Just touched down in the airport, Louis V backpack full of them hundreds. Clean in that between, but gangsta not no lover. Grammy after party, we rock it like we wanna ball. Back of the 7 on some ball. I put that president on my wrist and I got frost. Stack it like Pringles, you want a single, it's gon' cost. CEO Rabbit, Young Freddie Kane, I'm on some balls. Back of the 7 on some ball. I put that president on my wrist and I got frost.
Welcome to a brand new episode of NBA 2K TV. This week, we have an interactive special for you. Steph Curry's latest signature shoe, the Curry 9, just dropped. So all interactive questions in this episode are brought to you by Curry Brand. Ready to flex your Curry knowledge for some BC?
Coming up moments from now, the venue in the heart of downtown New York City. The Clippers taking on the Knicks for the Los Angeles Clippers. So far this season has been all roses with 2 straight wins. Can they extend the streak? Knicks, Clippers, coming right up on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Julius Randle says of these Knicks, we're building something good here, and I'm glad to be a part of it. We have a collective purpose. There's not another fan base in the league that can match what these Knicks fans will give us if we're taking care of our business. Guys, those fans have waited for a long time.
They have been patient for sure, David. Thank you. Here's a chance now to check out the New York Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll take on John Wall and the Houston Rockets. Then on Tuesday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Orlando Magic. So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Jackson is the point with Kennard on the wing. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's White in at the small forward position. And for New York, he out there with the Beast. Then there's Dimes. Then it's Q. And it's Adams in at the 1 spot. For those teams, Greg, that had head coaching changes, how long does it take to fully implement a new system?
Well, it typically takes a full season, and it also depends just on how complicated the system is. But all things being equal, the experienced teams often learn faster because they just understand the game better.
Dimes nailed from three-point land.
And the fireworks begin. Should be an amazing show tonight.
How good is it to see the first one go through the net?
Here's the Beast, and the layup's good off the glass.
And what started it all, terrific anticipation on the defensive end.
Most teams now are looking to play with pace. No better way to ignite the break than off a turnover.
White, good.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater. Game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
Now the Knicks with it. It's a three-point game. Jackson against Adams. And Adams with the slam.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Now here's Jackson. coming off a stellar performance against Detroit. 6 to shoot. Back to White. Jacks up a 3. The Knicks pull it in. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Rarely frazzled. They played with a pretty even temperature, in my opinion, throughout this entire game.
Here's Zubac after New York gets the 3. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Jackson from long range. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Adams, a nice D. There's the pass to B. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
Jackson, that's good.
The defense having to respect Jackson's outside game. That opened up things for him in the inside.
Here's New York. They're on a 12-4 run right now.
Reggie Jackson can still provide scoring. Maybe not at the 19 points per game level he once did, but he can still make an impact.
And it's the Clippers with the ball. The Knicks making the shot. White down low. Adams defending. Jackson kicks to Kennard. Clock at 6. Unloads from 13. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there. And Reggie Jackson, Steve, as you said, not the big scorer he once was.
He's got a reduced role, Kevin, on this team right now, but he can still get you a bucket when needed. Credit to Reggie Jackson for staying ready at all times.
And it's the Clippers with the ball after New York gets the 3. White inside, and the call on the shot sends him to the line.
That's his first personal, first team foul.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Knicks.
They didn't need any time to warm up from long range today. Their three-point shooting has been terrific in the first half.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
Here's the Beast. This game an incredible scoring display for him.
Boy, do they look sharp. I mean, everything falling for them.
Clippers trail by 11. Ball's knocked loose. Adams with it. Guarded now by Jackson. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
The Knicks shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. And Steve, when you look at your 2003 Spurs championship team, it's not considered a super team, but that roster was stacked for sure.
Kevin, it was stacked with players understanding their roles and starring in their roles. There was just a lot of talent from top to bottom. We pushed each other to be better every day.
Looking now at the numbers for Jackson, how he performed last season. Put up about 10 points per game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And most of all, you have to love the defensive grit he brings to games when he comes off the bench.
Absolutely. Just when you think you've got a good flow going as a scorer, he'll come and shut your water off.
And it's blocked. Out to the right wing. Here's Q, and there are the Knicks with another bucket.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Clippers trail by 16. Poked away. It's deflected. New York's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside in the first.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. go with Adams running it up the court. Here's the Beast. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. The Beast's got 6 points.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Pass to Zubac. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Now Kennard. And he also played a big role in that last game with Detroit. Just 3 to shoot. Can they get it? Los Angeles with another miss.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Man, he has been locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
And the Clippers call time here. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
And remember, they won both games in this matchup last year. No small feat.
And we will see if they can do it again this year. Not a simple task by any stretch.
With the break in the action, here is the 2K leaderboard to show us the league's best shooting teams last season. 5th, the Clippers.
Hard to shoot the ball any better than they did. I mean, they weren't the best in the league, but, man, they were right there.
Here's Jackson, and it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And, guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
White, left side. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Hugh passes to the Beast. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks. Then later, you can play inside out.
It's stolen by Adams. Here's Q. And again, New York with the triple.
How about 5 straight made from the field to start?
Jackson against Adams. To halt the run. The shot, no good. And New York will come the other way. Inside. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
His shot making has been superb this quarter. He's taken over this game.
Outside, White. Knocked away. And pushing it up. Here's New York. And there it is for him. He's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And a fast break now for New York. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You know what? Very close to a 3-point play right there.
For New York, they have shot just 1 free throw early. 1 for 1 in the game. Nerlens Noel checks in for Pete. A different look for the Clippers. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And here is Los Angeles now. Pass to Covington. Here's Mann. Passes it to Coffey. 4 on the clock. Lets it go with a 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Now here's Adams. 12 points for him. Here's the Beast. No good. That's the first shot from the floor he's missed. 5 for 6. It's tipped. Nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
Alec Burks checked in for the Knicks.
New York Knicks, Alec Burks.
Tries a three off the inbound. It falls for the sixth time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
Mann passes to Covington. And there's the whistle. That goes on Flash.
That's his
first foul for the Knicks. Rose, he's checked in for 9. And quickly in for Adams.
Derrick Rose. Emmanuel Quickly.
Here's Mann. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. The pass to Coffey. Shot clock at 6. Here's Ojale. To the paint. Here's Covington. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Rose kicks to Quickly. Rose passes to the Beast. A 3 ball. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
They have been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
Here's Mann. Pass to Ojale. Here's Coffey. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
That's his first personal. 3rd team foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
And just a shade over 70% from the line. A season ago, that's an area I'm sure he wants to improve.
And New York making a change here. Randall's checked in, and so he makes both from the line. And here is Quickly. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
What they have done is ran their plays all the way through until they get something they like.
A free throw drops for Quickly. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Stolen by Rose. The tray, and the Knicks hit again from deep.
D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And, Kevin, one thing you have to respect about Derrick Rose is that he's never stopped evolving. He's constantly adapting his game to best fit what his team needs.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
When you think about how Derrick Rose has changed, Greg, as a player, you see some of that in almost every facet of his game.
And, yeah, over the years,
2 minutes
he's tuned his
shooting
shooting and play style in lots of little ways. But what hasn't changed is his talent for setting guys up. He's got a great eye for when and where to drop the dime.
Shot clock at 5. Batum.
And Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing. And his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there. Kind of a glue guy.
The Clippers have looked good at the line. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And the length that Batum provides on the wing, Smitty, great for both sides of the ball.
It makes switching on picks so much easier, GA. Nicholas Batum has been a solid defender his whole career, in large part due to that unbelievable wingspan.
Here's Noel trying to get open as Randall, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
It was a little bit of a battle for him all season long. Last year, only shooting about 71%.
Here's Coffey. A 20-point game for him in the win against Detroit. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Works for 3. And again, New York with the triple.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
Mann passes to Covington. Here's Coffey. He's covered by Rose. Over to the wing. Here's Mann. He's covered by Noel. Mann gets the bucket.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Pass to Burks. Randall right side. Back to Burks. From the arc. Knocks down the three ball. Burks has got 9.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
If you love analytics, this is what this is all about. They favor the three ball. You can pile up points in a hurry.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Great open look there.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Quickly with it. From deep.
Teams are always looking for guys like Covington who can defend multiple positions.
We're at the end of the first quarter, and what a blowout already in this one. It's the Knicks just dominating this one. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. Well, an incredible lead for Julius Randle shooting the ball. Breaks down what's made the difference for him.
It's really just all about just me getting into my shot quick.
Wow, so interesting, isn't it, to hear that focal point for his shooting?
And people often focus on the windup or the release, but it all starts with that foundation in the lower body.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a comfortable margin for the Knicks here, guys.
Well, you have to love what they've done offensively after that first period.
Crushing it, absolutely crushing it. Shooting lights out, building a big lead here early on.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Knicks. We've got Alec Burks. Nerlens Noel is out there with Randall. And it's Rose. And it's quickly in at the point. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days. But they're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games. Playoffs, too. If you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a three for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you. Burks' shot is good.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
And again, no good by the Clippers. The Knicks have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Here's Randall. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Quickly. And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. On defense, New York. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. It's tipped. Got a piece of it. Adams outside. Oh, and that one, no question, hammered it down.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. Kennard on the wing. They need this one. Count that bucket. Kennard's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Extremely fluid on the offensive end. Kennard can score in just about any situation.
There's the triple. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Past a man, no one near him. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And there's the pass to Q. Adams, the pass to Dimes. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Clippers have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Here's the Beast. White covering. The Beast. Another shot. And there's the nice layup by Adams. Adams has got 14 points.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Takes it from 10. And too long on the shot.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
And this is in Morris's wheelhouse right here. Extremely fluid with the catch and release.
Pass to Q. Back to Adams. Puts up a 3. It's good again, and an excellent 7-for-8 shooting night so far.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
They get it back.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
A different look for the Clippers. Ivica Zubac has checked in for Nicholas Batum. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Terrence Mann. And a lot of players want a voice in team strategy, and I've always wondered, Greg, is there a downside for coaches letting their players get too involved?
I mean, there is a belief that you can have too many cooks in the kitchen, right? But if a player knows his stuff, it's worth at least hearing them out, if only to keep those open lines of communication.
Ball stolen. Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
From deep three-point range, and the Knicks hit again from deep.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
Jackson looking around, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his first
The burst of Jackson makes him a hard guy to stick with and difficult not to foul him.
The Clippers have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6. No good on that one. And the second free throw, good.
You know, he was the 24th pick in 2011. I think it's safe for us to say Jackson's outplayed that draft slot.
To the middle, here's P. Lays it up and banks it in. P's got 4 this quarter.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Adams. And now the Knicks on the break. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Here's Jackson. Following the score, but he swipes the ball away again.
And he has been an absolute beast on the floor. Another steal.
Greg, that swipe puts him tied for second all-time for most steals in a game. What a defensive effort from him. Clippers with the ball. The Knicks making the... And another steal for him.
Fantastic swipe, and he now stands by himself for second most steals in a game.
Oh, he is so fast. Gets his hands on the ball in the blink of an eye. And Greg, the steal numbers are unreal. Now here's Jackson. Pass to Kennard. Six on the shot clock. For the three. The Knicks pull it in. The Beasts got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And Luke Kennard signing a 4-year deal at the end of 2020. Steve, this team feels he can be a big part of their future.
Yeah, a lot of people were surprised at the size of the contract, Kevin. But it shows how much the three-pointer is valued in the NBA. The Clippers saw he provides a much-needed aspect.
LA's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's White, and it's blocked.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And it's good, 2 points.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
All you.
Hold on!
Kevin, you got to buckle up on that one.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Jackson against Adams. Now Zubac still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And there's the foul. It'll go on the whistle. That's foul number 2 for him.
This game is going to get even more out of hand unless they start valuing the basketball.
Ojale is checked in for Marcus Morris. New York's gotten hot from three-point land in the second quarter, going 4 of 5 from downtown. Arcidiacono, the pass to Randall. Here's Arcidiacono. Gibson in the post, working on Zubac, and he comes up with the deuce. Gibson's got his first points of the night.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Jackson with it, now guarded by Gibson. A floater. They get it back.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
You know, you look at how they built this league. It's been through extra possessions.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
It's a winning approach when you execute. That's the key. They're playing fast, but also under control.
They need this. Misses off the right iron.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
Here's McBride, and the layup is good. McBride's got his first points in this one.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off just sensational stuff.
2 minutes.
Back to Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. And the basket is good.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Jackson kicks to Zubac. And Gibson sends it back.
Gibson is in there to get dirty on defense. His shot blocking is exceptional. Can't be careless around him.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Randall throws it down.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
Arcidiacono, the pass to Gibson. Randall kicks to Arcidiacono. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 3 assists in the game. Jackson passes to Zubac. He dishes it to White with the drive, and White with the stuff.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. Randall down low. 14 points from him the last game against Minnesota.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Here's White, and that one hits back iron. And Gibson kicks to Burks. Here's Randall, and Randall throws it down.
If you let Julius Randle get to the rim, this is what you can expect.
Here's White. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Big-time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
He had to rush that one a little, but terrific stroke from range.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. New York ahead, opening up a huge gap. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Coach, the offense is flowing. What will be your message to the team at halftime?
Keep attacking, make the extra pass, get their size out of the lane, hit the open man.
Simple fundamental basketball has worked so far. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
New York came out looking very confident. Their mission to dominate early was accomplished with a spirited 14-4 run to start. At the end of the first quarter, they found themselves way out on top. Then in quarter number 2, it was all hands on deck, and what a show it was. Quality execution, good efficiency, some tremendous defensive play helped them take a decisive advantage, and they're running away with this one. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Knicks.
Well, it comes down to confidence. From the opening tip, these guys had that swag. They had the attitude that you can't beat us, we can only beat ourselves.
And Shaq, your take on the Clippers.
I know it's not the case, but it seemed like they were lacking on the offensive game plan. Maybe some guys were improvising when they should have been thinking the next pass. But, hey, not looking good out there.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Flash has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Jackson is the point with Kennard on the wing. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's White in at the 3 slot. Passes it to Zubac. Back to Jackson. And it's blocked. And they'll get another chance. From deep. That one's not going to go. So New York will take it the other way.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long. One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Poke loose. It's stolen by Adams. down low. There's the killer two-handed slam.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Zubac lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Zubac has got 6.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Here's the beast, and he dunks it down.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
For them, the first half was maybe more of a filling out process. Now it's winning time.
Throws it up high, and the dunk by Zubac.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
And Adams with the slam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And Marcus Morris, good for 3. He has 6.
And a guy with more of a mid-range game, Morris can still jack it up from deep if you give him enough space and time.
The Beast passes to Pete. Here's the Beast. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. The Beast's got 23.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Nabbing another steal.
And you got to be careful around him.
You know, Greg, he's been coming up with some incredible steals so far. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Kawhi Leonard keeps it simple. He says, I'm trying to be the best player I can be. I'm happy with what I've done in my career, and I'm just going to keep on from there. It's not about being famous. It's about playing basketball and having fun on the floor.
2 shots.
Well, he is famous, Kevin, and he remains focused on the court.
Agreed, David. It has served him well. Thank you.
Well, with Zubac on the floor, you know what you'll get. Gives great effort when he's engaged.
Also, the plus is, GA, he does a good job of rim running. He also dives well off pick and rolls, and combined with his offensive rebounding, gives you some size in the middle.
The pass to Q. To the inside. He marvelously bends, and he throws it down.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Knocks it loose. And a fast break now for New York. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
And a fast break now for New York. Here's Adams. Here's P. 9 for 9. That'd be deadly accurate. Like, guys, he cannot miss.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Here's man. Adams defending. Count that one.
I mean, that's a good job working the ball inside and getting a quality shot.
Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
Woo! Love it, love it.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead. Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Pass to B. Baseline J on the way. It's hauled in by Zubac. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Out to the right wing. Here's man. Out of hand on it. And they're on the break. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. For the Knicks, Noel's checked in for P. Julius Randle comes in for the Beast. And Alec Burks subbed in for Q. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Covington's checked in. Man passes to White. Here's man. Kicks to Covington. Drives to the hoop. Can't connect from short range.
You could see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Pass to Burks. New York moving the ball around. Here's Noel. And he makes good on the layup. Noel's got 7.
And these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Batum for 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Adams' shot is good.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
The Clippers have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Here's Coffey. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Come on, that's your bread and butter. You can't miss that.
Here's Randle, and Randle throws it down.
He's staying 6'6". He's a combo guard. Burks is capable of handling and creating for others.
Tipped away. Inside. Noel wide open. He fires. And the Knicks hit again from deep. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Knicks.
They've been playing such pesky defense. It's been very impressive, especially all the turnovers they've caused.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
And I'm glad we got to see the Mobile One block once more. What a play.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Rose, he's checked in for the Knicks. Quickly comes in for Adams. Randle with the bucket.
One thing we knew Randle could do entering the league, finish inside through contact.
LA's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Covington passes to man to end the run. Randle with the block. And again, the turnover by the Clippers.
New York ball.
Ojale is checked in for the Clippers.
For the Clippers, Shedden Ojale.
Left side Rose. Randle right side. Covington with it. Now guarded by Noel. Ojale passes to man. Randle grabs the board. Randle's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
And when Rose goes on the attack, he stays on the attack, fights his way through the contact.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Got a piece of it. Here's Randle. Batum grabs the miss. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. Randall with the block.
Not a traditional rim protector. Randall gets by on effort and instinct.
Noel against Covington. Misses and the dry spell continues. There's the drive. Noel finds quickly. Back to Noel. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
It's just one trip down the court, but you have to have short memory in this league or you won't last long.
The Knicks making a switch here. Gibson's checked in. Kennard, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Jackson comes in for Mann. The shot's good from quickly.
What a beautiful look. Randall continues to round out his game in the prime of his career.
Knocked loose. Stolen by quickly. Feeds it to Randall. And that one, good. Randall's got 6 points in the quarter.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Reggie Jackson.
I'll tell you, Jackson's first step is dynamite. A big asset off the dribble.
Passes to Burks. Randall with the ball. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Defensive foul.
And one thing that separates Randall from other guys is size. That spin move. He can do it off the drive, in the post, now going either direction.
Marcus Morris is checked in for Los Angeles.
One shot.
That one misses for Randall. And whirling around the floor, Greg, is there anyone Randall reminds you of?
I mean, they're different players, but Akeem Olajuwon had an unbelievable spin move. Takes a lot of body control, especially for taller guys. But when you do it well, man, it is tough to stop.
Jackson. Basket counts.
Reggie Jackson.
Jackson's got his 3rd basket of the night. 1:52 left in the 3rd. Outside Gibson. Back to quickly. New York moving the ball around. Outside Gibson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Despite the amount of punishment Rose has taken to his body, he still plays with no fear.
The Knicks have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Explosiveness by Derrick Rose is one of the reasons why a lot of guys do not want to guard him.
New York foul. That's his first personal. 2nd team foul.
Clippers with the ball. Outside Jackson. Going inside. And Jackson throws it down hard.
The flat-out speed of Reggie Jackson. No struggles getting to the rim and then doing something about it when he gets there.
Rose kicks to Burks. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And it's good off the back rim and in. Kennard's got 6.
I like Kennard's change of pace with the dribble and his ability to stop on a dime.
Driving in. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
It'll be a jump ball.
And the Knicks with possession here. Gibson passes to Burks. Now the feed to Gibson. And the pass to Rose. 5 on the clock. The baseline J. Reggie Jackson with the rebound. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. That's tipped.
3 shots. 5, 3.
The Clippers have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
At the line, he'll shoot 3.
Three shots. 3 shots.
And he hits the first of 3. And the Clippers making a switch here. Zubac is checked in. He hits the second from the line.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And he nails the third. New York's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Gibson. And the rejection by Zubac. That's a 2 from Kennard. And it falls over the rim and in. Kennard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Coming onto the floor for your New York Knicks, Ryan Arcidiacono.
6 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Jackson from long range. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's New York enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we'll be right back after this. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Alec Burks is out there with Randall. Then it's Taj Gibson. And it's McBride in at the 1. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. And that one's good. Arcidiacono.
For a while, Julius Randle was an underrated passer. That's no longer the case.
Now here's Jackson. You know, Steve, we've seen a few times in recent years in Cleveland and Indiana, for example, a new coach gets fired in year 1.
Yes, Kevin, losing a locker room can do that to you. It's embarrassing for those teams. When you know it's not working, you better not delay the inevitable.
In the corner, George with it. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
He doesn't need much time to get his shot off. Paul George is a dependable catch-and-shoot option.
Burks finds Gibson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
First team.
That's good from Gibson.
I just love the way Gibson plays the game. Defensive-minded, willing to do whatever it takes. It's easy to see why his teammates respect him.
Adams, he's checked in for the Knicks. George against Burks. Offensive rebound. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Drive by Adams, and the shot is good. Adams has got 30 points.
Down the stretch, this is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
Here's Shorty. And here's Jackson. Launches a three. It's rebounded by New York. Burks has got his 4th rebound in this one. Adams with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Low block shot. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Score of the basket is 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. And last season, All-Stars Greg missing 19% of their available games. With the shortened off seasons, are you concerned about the toll it takes?
You are, but this offseason maybe not as painfully short as the last one. And in these tough times, some sacrifices are made, no doubt. Health, perhaps, one of the biggest.
And a new group in for the Knicks. P, he's checked in for Gibson. The Beast comes in for Julius Randle. Hugh, he's checked in for Burks. And it's Dimes in for Ryan Arcidiacono.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he's doing it by getting to his spots and making big shots.
And George kicks to Jackson. That falls. Nice speed that time from George.
3-point goal.
Jackson's got 11 in the second half. Here's the Beast. And he goes in for the dunk.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Outside Jackson. He feeds it to George. Goes up at the stripe. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. George has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Proving how dangerous he is. Give George these looks, and he'll knock him down.
And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection, and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
And the Clippers making a change here. Covington's checked in.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss. And Jackson gets it to go.
Fabulous night for Jackson. He's unconscious scoring the basketball. You see all the work he's put in, and it's paying off.
They get the rebound. The Beast. And it takes that one up and powers it through.
Salvage the possession. He's a terrific offensive rebounder.
George looking around. Kicks it out to Covington. Three-pointer. That shot off. New York's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Pass to Adams. That one falls. Adams has got 32 points in the game.
He was able to simply lay it in over the top of the smaller man.
George passes to Covington. Back to George. Pass to Covington. And blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. To the middle. Here's the Beast. Passes it to Q. Drills it from outside. 1 points in the game.
That's a shot the defense looked like it was willing to give up. Big mistake.
Jackson down low. It's tipped. It's Covington on the wing. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Mann's checked in for Jackson.
Coming onto the floor for the Clippers.
The pass to Dimes. Here's the Beast. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. The Beast's got 16 points here in the second half.
In case anyone was wondering, this is what it looks like when you're in the zone. He hasn't missed one all quarter.
Here's Shorty. It's deflected. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
Ball.
New York's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. And that one is good.
He's been locked in all night, and he's taking good shots.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And the NBA dress code introduced back in 2005. Now, player attire straying a bit from business casual. Does that bother you, Greg?
You know, it doesn't bother me because that's where we are in this society. I mean, I can tell you, when I first came in the league, you get fined if you didn't wear dress socks with your suit. So we have come a long way in terms of the evolution of fashion. And you know what? I'm not one for stopping progress.
Trying to end the drought. Man can't hit. And Adams has got the ball here for the Knicks. They can look forward to the Rockets arena after this matchup to take on Houston. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Number 6.
And we all know what George brings offensively. But it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
And with Paul George and his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor. Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch, looking to rack up points in chunks.
That's his first personal. Second team foul.
And Steve, we know about Paul George, a fantastic outside shooter. He's been an elite three-point artist for some time.
Paul George can get a shot up over most defenders. That's why Kevin has a career three-point percentage that's creeping towards 40%. And he seems to be getting better with age.
Hugh, he's checked in for Dimes. And they recover it. The three drains the three-pointer. The Beast's got 40 points.
That's his second three-pointer of the night. One in each half. Trying to keep the defense honest.
Here's George. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Reggie Jackson, he's checked in for the Clippers. Here's Shorty. And we all value a dose of humility from time to time, even, Steve, from the start. But what do you think is the right balance between bravado and modesty?
I think you always got to have character and respect. I think that's where it comes from. But during competition, as long as you're not crossing the line, I think it's okay.
The Beast passes to Randall. Kick out to Adams. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 9 assists in the game. Great passer. L.A. has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Now, here is George. D right on him. Pass to Hood. Shot clock at 6. Poke loose. And a fast break now for the Knicks. And it's Noel missing. The Clippers shooting around 40% from the floor here.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
Adams, the pass to the Beast. Q, covered by Hood. Pass to Adams. New York moving the ball around. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Q, and the Knicks hit again from deep.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
You know why? Success breeds confidence, and he's certainly been successful from there, time and time again.
And slam dunk by Noel.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. And Los Angeles guys shooting at 42% in this final quarter. To stop the run, Randall grabs the board. Randall's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's the beast. Chalk up 2 there.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
Taj Gibson's checked in for Noel. And Greg, you were a hard-nosed defender. Would you be frustrated by what they're calling a foul today?
You know, I would based on how I played, but if you grew up in this era, this is just the way the game is, and you have to adapt and adjust, and that's what you're seeing with the players. Guys can defend it every bit as good as they ever have. In fact, I would argue they're better defensively today because they're not allowed to grab and hold. So the league is focused on offense. The fans seem to love it. But at the end of the day, you still got to get after it defensively.
They need a bucket and
he swipes the ball away again.
He's been a defensive terror all night long.
I've never seen anything like it. And he's actually tied the record for the most steals in a game. Not nabbing another steal.
He's stolen his way into the record book.
A new single-game high, GA for steals.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
And the stop and play, guys, giving the home crowd a chance to just cheer on his incredible play.
And Greg, he's earned it. You don't get all those steals without expending a huge amount of energy.
Incredible. He keeps guessing, and he keeps guessing right. I've never seen someone steal the ball like this.
.141 left in the fourth quarter. Jackson against Adams. Right side George. And Gibson sends it back.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for New York.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And what a huge standout performance it was
for Flash.
An all-around dominant performance. Only certain guys can do this. Complete control, 3 phases of the game. Congrats, a triple-double.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard, and that crucial point just made the play.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better?
And again, another assist.
Well, he's now tied for 3rd all-time in the record books for most assists in a game.
GA, he's been playing all game long like he knows exactly when and where to pass the ball. It's incredible.
An incredible 28 assists for him, and he has splashed his name right in the middle of some totals of other legends, names like Stockton and Cousy, just to pick a few.
And another assist for him.
And this is a passing display that will be dissected for years after this one.
Well, the dimes keep piling up, Greg, and now he is tied for 2nd most in assists. What a floor leader.
And with his next assist, he now stands even with Kevin Porter's total of 29. Amazing that it could happen with just one more bucket from a teammate.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Julius. Now, look, you're banging in the paint, but what do you see from your backcourt?
They do a great job of, they obviously can score the ball, but getting us into things and running the offense very well and leading the team that way.
Well, they led you to a win tonight, Julius. Thank you for your time. Kevin?
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Steve Smith, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. So long.